Hey, before we start today's show, which from my understanding is...
Any minute now.
It's also the best show we've ever done. We hear that all the time. That was the best. How is every show the best show? Hey, check this out. Here's how. Because of you, the Randomosity community. That's how. You guys listening and supporting our show, you help us out. Go to Facebook at Randomosity with Shawn and Mark and support the show. And you can do the same on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram at randomositypod.com for all three.
And these podcasts have tons of antioxidants, and they're good for your skin.
And that's right. If you have any kind of medical problem at all, please visit one of these sites and become part of the Randomosity community. You won't regret it, and we appreciate your support. And now, on with the show.
What happens when two idiots give life advice? Explore unrealistic situations and give random topics more thought than they deserve? It's Randomosity with Shawn and Mark. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There'll be... Yeah, I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah, I know it's like marshmallows for toasting and something is roasting. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
Something weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, welcome to another Randomosity with Shawn and Mark podcast. Yep, we're back again, and we have the problem solvers on the show today, High Five, Low Five, and a new segment we called Liar, Liar. We talked about it. Did we talk about it?
Yeah, I think we talked about it on Thanksgiving or the show after.
Like we were putting all that together.
It's been a busy couple of weeks, folks.
It has.
Turkey hangovers, turkey comas.
That's right. It's also the most busiest time of the year.
Yes, it is very much so.
Okay. So anything going on?
Nothing much. I do have a couple of shout outs if
go right ahead.
So right now Mark and I are wearing these brand new shirts that we got. They have our logo on them, the Randomosity logo. If you go to Facebook, you'll see it there. And these are courtesy of Sarah DeKemper Johnson. She's one of our fans, somebody I've known for quite a while. And she made these for us. So thanks a lot, Sarah.
Oh,
they look awesome.
You. Yes.
She does a lot of these. So if anybody needs any shirts done, go ahead and take a look for that. Sarah DeKemper Johnson. I don't know that she has a commercial site on Facebook, but if you contact us, we can probably get you in touch with her.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, and then also my chiropractor from the place is called Midwest Family Wellness, and so my chiropractors, their names are Matt and Josh Fink, and they've got their own podcast, The Spine Whisperer. So you should definitely check that out. They talk about bone health and general health, and they're goofy guys, so they have fun doing it as well. But they mentioned our podcast on their podcast, so that's pretty awesome. I think we're reaching more people that way. And again, they are Midwest Family Wellness. It's Matt and Josh Fink, and the show is The Spine Whisperer.
The Spine Whisperer. I like that. That's nice. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to give them a listen. Let's see. Oh, we got some wonderful mugs too.
Oh yeah, the mugs.
Randomosity with Shawn and Mark logo on them. And we'll be sharing all that stuff on Facebook and Twitter and all those good places. I did have my car broke down this week.
That sucks.
Oh, I know. So I was pulling out of a parking spot and put it in reverse, went backwards, right? Put it into drive and hit the gas and continued to go backwards.
Well, that's never a good thing.
Like with, force.
Well, yeah.
So lucky thing it didn't hit anything. But,
right.
So we got it up to Twin City Auto Repair, and they took care of me. Except I went up there to pick it up, and the battery was dead. So I had to leave it up there, and they put a battery in for me, and that's a good thing.
Did they test drive it and leave the headlights on or something?
No, I think because it was stuck in reverse,
and
they kept the computer on. And which ran the battery down. Of course, the battery was at end of life anyway. So,
well, right, yeah.
So it was time to get a new one. But here's the funny part. So then after we get it all lined out, I had borrowed a car from somebody.
Right.
And drove. So my wife and I drove up there to get it, get my vehicle.
Right.
So she gets in in our vehicle, and I'm returning the other one. She was supposed to come get me, and so I get over there, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And it was probably about 15 minutes, and I called her, and I said, "Where are you at?" And she goes, "Well, I'm at home." And I said, "Did you want me to walk home?" And she had forgotten completely about it.
Is she going to listen to this podcast, Mark?
No, I'm going to tell her it was really bad.
Yeah, the recording stopped. I don't know what happened. Shawn, he was at the controls. He spilled water on it. I don't know what happened.
Something like that, yeah. So I don't know. Another funny story. So I'm driving through town, and there's like a branch that fell off of a tree in the middle of the road.
It's usually where they come from, trees.
Yes. And so it's laying in the middle of the road. Mm-hmm. And I passed it, I don't know how many times.
How many times did you drive past this?
Quite a few, just during the day. Just throughout the day.
Oh, throughout the day. Okay, I thought you just saw it and drove past again, turned around, went around the block.
No, but through the day. But I will say this. In this pandemic that we're having, the branch did have a mask on. Honest to God, it had a mask on.
I didn't know Groot was in town.
Yeah, no kidding. I just thought that was kind of funny. So you can find us on Twitter at Randomositypod. All the polls that we do are going to be on there on Twitter. We also appreciate your podcast subscriptions, your reviews. Tell your friends about the show, and then they will listen. And then you guys can debate the things that Shawn and I are debating. And you'll have a happier life with that. Isn't that right? You would have a happier life, debating the same things that we do. And I think that it's a really, really good thing. You've got us set up on YouTube and
Instagram, both also Randomosity Pod. Mm-hmm. The Instagram's got the warning labels from last week on there. It also, I think I put, that apology I had to make last week. I put the picture from that up there. So there's proof that I did apologize other than the audio. And it was an apology no matter what Mark wants to call it.
That's right.
Okay. So that's on there too. And we'll just keep adding to that as we go along. And on YouTube, we're going to go ahead and we're going to upload full episodes a week after they come out on the audio sections. And we'll also put the trailers up there.
And hopefully we'll be doing some videos here too. But
and
we haven't gotten that far
There'll
yet.
be some promotional things that come up here and there. Just random things from Randomosity. Random things from Randomosity.
That's right.
Isn't it wonderful how that works?
It is. Hey, that life advice you've been holding in, the one you've been too embarrassed to ask, hey, it's time to ask it.
On the Problem Solvers. If you have a problem, we'll solve it.
Shawn, I don't think we can legally say that.
Oh. The Problem Solvers. And the Problem Solvers are here. That would be
They
Mark
are
and I.
where? Oh.
That would be us. We are the Problem Solvers, Mark.
We are the Problem Solvers. We are highly intelligent individual. No, wait. That's not us.
No,
that's why I was looking for somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, but we're here, so we can give it a shot. Yeah. So this is the segment where
when all else fails,
you call the idiots.
That's right.
So this is the part of the program where we have the listeners have emailed us, posted something on Facebook, put it on Twitter, any of the numerous ways you can contact us, and let us know some of their problems, and hoping that we can give them some advice that will fix those problems for them.
Yeah, that reminds me, Shawn. You said the listeners, and we need to come up with a name for our listeners.
We do.
And maybe they should go on to Facebook or Twitter or wherever, and let us know maybe some names that we can kind of choose from. And then we can do a poll on that and see, which one sticks. Right.
Well, I like the one you had brought up earlier, Randomosity Community. I like that one.
Yeah.
Then there's a short version, Randos. I like that one.
Yeah, the Randos.
But you don't have to choose these two idiots' opinions on the names here. You can choose your own name.
Right.
But
and we don't want to, the Idiot Nation. That wouldn't be good. No.
Nation. Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. the idiocrites. Now we're just like,
now you're just making noise. I don't.
Yeah, you're just making words.
I don't understand what we're yelling about. All right. So who is our first person we're helping today, Mark?
All right. This one came in from Anonymous.
The group or
No, just the person doesn't want to be known. And
got you.
When you hear what they're asking, you'll understand why.
Okay.
I just farted.
Well, sorry.
No, well, not me. Not
oh,
me.
them. They. Okay.
Yeah, I just farted, and the room was empty. But now a girl that I like has walked in here, and I know that she can smell it. What do I do now?
Okay.
That is a dilemma.
That is a dilemma. Here's the one problem I see with that. When did he send that? Because I'm pretty sure the room doesn't smell anymore.
I'm sure it doesn't, but
so bring her in now, and then no.
Yeah. So he likes this girl, and
yeah.
And now.
I mean,
I guess he can't just look at her and go,
"What'd you do?
Hey, is that you?"
No, that would be bad.
Yeah.
And I guess
he could blame it on something in the room, or he could act like somebody just left the room.
Unless she came in the only entrance, and then it's like,
that might be a problem.
Now it would if he came in, like if she didn't see him walk in, he can act like it smelled like that when he came in.
Exactly.
I mean, there is that. But let's go with the worst case scenario. She knows he was the only one in there. She knows that smell has to be either from him or it was in the room, but she knows he was already in there at that point.
Yeah. I've got it.
Okay.
Just go. Do you smell popcorn?
Smell pop. She's gonna think her nose is screwed up depending on what it smells. Because I mean, and how bad is the smell? That's the other question. Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, is it just a little?
Well, it says she could smell it, so.
Well, right. But I mean, is it just a little stinker? Or did it smell like a egg being cooked in a burning tire? I mean.
No. Burning tire. Ooh, man. That is bad.
Did it smell like old bacon? I mean, there's so many things it could smell like.
That is true. Man.
None of it pleasant.
And the problem is, I mean, can you use this to your advantage? I don't know.
So you're saying if he owns it, would she be like maybe appreciate it?
Oh, here's an honest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
thought I was alone. And
that's right. I had Taco Bell for lunch, and
that pretty much means it's the egg and tire thing.
Some of Shawn's chili. No, that would have been the burning tire.
No, the chili might have sent him in orbit.
He wouldn't even be in the room.
So I would say, I'm. You know what? I concur with that one. Own it, and just be like, hey, look, it happened. I'm a dude.
Right.
Would you rather I lie about it? And now you know me as a liar.
Right.
It said
or just look at her.
Yeah. Just look her dead in the eye and be like, yep.
Yeah, I mean, So you're saying own it?
Yeah, own it. Yeah. You got to own it at that point. I mean, if you're just risking not only being the guy that stunk up the room, but being the guy that stunk up the room and was too much of a weenie to admit that he stunk up the room.
That's true. Maybe she'll respect that.
I mean, look, I know.
Or just walk over to her and go, "Hey, you want to get some coffee?"
Now, what would be best for him is if he admitted it and then she walked over and dropped one off right by him too.
Then you know that it's true love.
Yeah, if you crap dust each other, that's true love right there.
That is true. Next one comes in from Matthew.
Matthew, okay.
Yeah, Matthew asks, when you get on an escalator, are you supposed to walk up it or just stand there and let it carry you up?
Well, I mean, I think in all honesty, you are supposed to let it carry you up. That's why it's moving. But I'm always in a hurry when I'm in the mall because I don't like being in the mall. So I'm climbing up it. Now, my question, he is talking about climbing up the up escalator, right? Not up the down escalator. Because
I've done that. I've done the other.
Oh, we've all done that. As a kid, you're like, hey, I'm going up the wrong way. But
I got in trouble for it.
You got in trouble for going up the escalator?
Yeah, security.
How old were you then?
I was a teenager, that's for sure.
See, I never got in trouble for going up the wrong way on an escalator. I just got looked at like idiot.
Yeah. It might have been Christmas time or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It might have been
now,
busy.
my parents would have yelled at me, obviously.
Well,
but
yeah, definitely so. But, this is a great question. I mean, this plays right into, those, what do they call the people movers?
I call them trams, but people movers in the airport. Yeah. They're not trams. Trams actually have wheels, I guess.
Yeah, when you stand on them and it takes you through. And do you walk on those?
I don't go to the airport too often, but yes, I do.
I mean, are you supposed to? I mean, go back to the escalator.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, You know, you hear about people getting caught.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I was little, I was actually somebody had told me, and they were just being an a-hole when they told me. I'm sure that somebody got sucked down into them.
Yeah.
Not that they got their foot caught or anything like that, or shoelace caught. No, they got sucked down in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chewed them right up.
Oh boy.
That
would be tough.
Now, I think you can walk up them, down them, on them with the escalators and the people movers. I think they're made so that when people are holding bags and such.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to do it if there's other people on the escalator, you know. I mean, you know, are you in that much of a hurry? Mm-hmm. And if you are, then why didn't you just take the stairs? Because there's usually stairs there, too.
My buddy, his mom, used to work at the airport here in St. Louis, and he said, so he used to go up there to waste time. I mean, this was back before 9/11 where you could just, apparently we're at the airport now. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Plane just flew overhead the studio here. Real close, it sounded like. Yeah, well, that's anyway, so he used to go there to mess around. You know, there's nothing else to do. It was before 9/11, so you could get basically as far as the gates. And so he's on the people mover one day, and he sees this little kid on there with his parents, and the little kid's got his tongue on the rail, just going up. Oh, that kid would be bad. I guarantee you that kid does not have COVID.
Probably not. Yeah, he probably doesn't get anything now.
He's like, I have trained my immune system.
Oh gosh, that's
just
So what's the answer here?
The answer is yes. You can walk up them. Are you supposed to walk up them? Is the question, right?
Right.
I would say that's up to the individual.
Right. I can see that.
As far as supposed to, I mean,
have you seen people take like baby strollers on the escalator before? Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, they always stand backwards on them, at least the ones I've seen. But you got two wheels off.
I know.
And I guess when you get to the top, it doesn't matter.
And then Matthew's running down the escalator, and
he's.
That could be bad.
So if you're doing that on the escalator, do you get to recreate the scene from The Untouchables?
Those are stairs, but yes.
Well, I know, but I mean, you work with what you got. It's like an '80s version of The Untouchables when the carriage is going down.
That's true. I usually take the elevator though. So.
Yeah, that's always easier.
Do you stand on the elevator? Or you walk around?
Yeah, just walk in circles around.
Yeah. That wouldn't be like somebody going, "What's wrong with this person?"
Yeah,
you should talk to yourself too at that point.
Yeah, you talk to yourself and just wave at random people.
Okay. So Jacob on Twitter asks.
Jacob on Twitter. Hi, Jacob on Twitter.
Growing up, I was told I had to take a bite of every dish on the table during a meal. Out of habit, I still do. Now my in-laws think I love a certain dish they make. And they make it especially for him now because he loved it, but he actually despises it.
Ooh, despises is a strong word.
So hopefully your in-laws don't listen to this podcast. But okay.
Well, there could be plenty of Jacobs. We don't.
So he wants to know. So what should I do?
Well, I mean.
That's tough.
It's his in-laws, right? So he's already married. He's not trying to convince this girl to marry him. Okay, so you're at least at that point now where you're not trying to woo the girl. So I would say for me, I'd maybe bring up the fact like, hey, if you want to be gentle about it.
Do they have a dog?
Yeah, if they have a dog, there you go. You just under the table. There you go.
Right.
No,
or like the Seinfeld episode with the mutton, put in a napkin and then you get attacked by a dog on the way home.
Right, exactly. I would say, you've gone this long. I mean, it doesn't say how long.
It doesn't say how long.
So you run the risk of telling them you don't like it, then they'll be like, well, why the hell didn't you say so before? We've been making this.
Right.
So Jacob, buddy, I think you're eating this for a while.
So, but here's something. Mm-hmm. Could he do this? Your taste buds change. Mm-hmm. Could go, I used to really love that, but it just doesn't taste right anymore to me. I just don't, could he play it off as his
I wonder if
taste
he could.
has
I mean,
changed?
that, or depending on the dish, he could, quote unquote, develop a food allergy.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Develop a food allergy.
Well, depends on what it is.
It just came up on me. Yeah.
You got to make sure.
I'm allergic to green beans. No. I don't know.
That would be so awful.
It would be. I don't know what the dish is. I wish you would have said that because that
it depends on the dish.
might have helped us. I don't know.
But yeah, I would say go with the taste bud change. If you're honest now, good for you on being honest, but they're going to be like, well, we've been making this for you for a long time, and why don't you just tell us?
Right. I mean, is that going to put you in a bind at some point, where they're like, ooh, wow.
Yeah. So I would say go ahead and you got to live the lie or come up with another lie to...
I will tell you this. I despise eggplant, okay? I do not like eggplant. And when I was first dating my wife, she made eggplant parmesan.
Of course.
I ate 2 helpings of it, detested every moment of it, and then I asked her if she had something else. So at least I tried it.
Yeah.
And I went back for seconds, but then I said,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, however...
Do you have something else?
Yeah. So, but, he's already past that point.
So he missed his window of opportunity there.
Yeah, Jacob, buddy, I think you're eating this stuff for the rest of your life.
Yeah, maybe. Or you go with the taste bud change. I don't know.
Or depending on how grossed out he is by it, divorce.
Divorce? Well, that's an extreme.
No, Jacob, I'm kidding.
We went from here, out the window.
That escalated quickly.
It did. It really got out of hand.
It jumped up a notch, didn't it?
It did.
No, Jacob, I'm kidding. Don't divorce your wife. I think you're just stuck living, eating the stuff, man. Maybe if you're giving the portions out, give yourself smaller portions.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to lose some weight.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Losing weight, yeah.
And hey, if you give yourself smaller portions, maybe you continue to give yourself smaller and smaller portions, and they realize, wow, there's so much of this left over and we're done. Maybe we should stop making it.
Yeah, and then if they send it home with you, then you can get rid of it.
There you go.
That's
so maybe you're only eating a little bit, and you're throwing the rest away, but they don't know.
They don't know it. But then they'll continue to make it for you still.
They will continue to make it, so there is that. But I mean, at this point, I think.
And then you better start losing weight because.
Oh yeah.
Because then it's like
you can't be doing this, and then all of a sudden you gain 50 pounds.
That's right. So that's very good. That's good advice there. Remember, if you have something for us, so you need some life advice, something that that we can take care of, we can answer for you. Make sure you send that in, and you can send it on Twitter, on Facebook, either one of those. I'm not sure about the other ones. I don't think you can do any of that stuff.
Comment on Instagram. However,
you can comment on YouTube as well.
You can comment there. It would just be a little bit weird if there's not something already devoted to, to the. So if somebody comes in and looks at the picture of the warning label and says, "Hey, I got something for the problem solver," it's like, okay.
Yeah,
but
so maybe we should put something.
Yeah,
we'll put something out so that there's a place for that.
You know what I've been thinking, Mark? I can't promise I'll do this because I have a full-time job besides this. But what if I make logos for each of our segments? I can try. I can't promise, but I can try.
Yeah, that might be good. That might be really good. And you can rate us there too.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you like the program, then make sure and let us know. Give us a review, and we'll read it on the air.
All right. Up next, high five, low five.
High five.
Low five.
All right. And now it's time for high five, low five. And today we have decided, since we're right in the holiday season, that we're going to pick our top 5 Christmas songs and our
low five Christmas songs.
So the songs we don't like to hear at Christmas time.
There were so many that fell in the middle that could have gone either. Well, I wouldn't say they could have gone either way. They were heavily slanted one way or the other, but these are my 5.
Well, I almost called you and said, okay, Shawn, can we change the name of this segment? And 150 top or high 150 and low 5.
Yeah. It doesn't have the same ring.
We do have some alternates that we'll talk about too.
We'd have to re-record the intro. That's just
yeah, I know. It's like that would be tough. It doesn't roll off the tongue like
high 105, low 5.
Yeah.
And if it was 105 instead of 150, then maybe.
Well, maybe that would work.
You have to take those 45
But then
off.
the segment would be really long. So.
Are we done yet?
Yeah. So are we starting with the high 5?
Yes, of course we are.
All right. So we're starting with a high 5. So I'll just go ahead and kick it off. What I did is I really thought about what songs make me feel like it's Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Those songs because I love so many Christmas songs, but it's like so I had to really pick out. I think I picked the Chestnuts in this one.
Were they roasting on open fire?
They were.
That was right on a tee. I had to.
Which came at number 6. So, so I'll start it off.
Okay.
We're just going back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first one,
Mm-hmm.
I know it's Christmas
Mm-hmm.
when I hear Bing Crosby sing "White Christmas."
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. This is probably going to happen. This is probably going to happen a lot, folks, during this segment.
So I love that song. I love the movie too. Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, and of course, from
from another Christmas movie, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, where he talks about them tap dancing.
Yep, and we'll leave it there because we try and keep it clean.
We try.
Doesn't always happen, but we try.
Yeah. So that one, I mean, Bing's voice.
Oh yeah.
It's the holidays when you hear him sing, and so that's really where I land. I mean, that really is my number one pick.
Oh yeah, I can totally get on board with that. Now
Anyway.
So now my first one is a more of a modern. I say modern. It's probably been 20 years since it came out.
Oh yeah, that's modern for you.
But yeah. So everybody remembers the Christmas commercial that came on. The lights were in tune with the song that was playing, and it was almost a symphonic but rock sounding thing. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I saw this song, and I fell in love with the song right then and there. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Wizards of Winter.
Love them. I love Carol of the Bells from them.
Yes.
I love. I want to go see them in concert.
Carol of the Bells with an electric guitar you didn't think would work, but it does.
Oh, it does. It does. I mean, and the way they put stuff together, and I know that Mannheim Steamroller did some of that stuff in the beginning, and then Trans-Siberian came out, and I really want to see them in concert. I've heard that that's just incredible. Of course, now there are no concerts, so it's tough to do.
They'll be virtual.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is basically what we're doing when we watch them on YouTube, I guess.
We are somehow going, though, coming up, we're going to go down in, it's a children's version of the Nutcracker. They're actually doing it. It's a I mean, these are talented children that are putting this on, so my wife and I are actually going to
That's pretty
see
cool.
that. So I mean, that's going to be a cool thing. I love the music of Christmas. I love the whole thing of it.
So you're going to see the Nutcracker. That's pretty sweet.
That is.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Nutcracker sweet. Yeah.
Let's get cracking here.
Oh my God. That might make the trailer, but I don't know.
No, I don't know. Yeah. So okay. So my next one is, and this one, of course. I mean, one of those chestnuts that we talked about.
Yeah.
Andy Williams.
This one's on my list too. I'm pretty sure. So
the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, we can. He's on my list too. So let's just.
We sang it earlier.
We'll double up on it. It's the most wonderful time. You didn't want to do it again?
Huh?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I did it by myself earlier, so I don't know what you're.
But yeah, that's just a classic. It really is. And his, it is Christmas when you hear that song.
Mm-hmm. And he used to do the Christmas specials when we were young.
When you were young, I wasn't born yet.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was probably born. I'm just being mean to Mark.
You youngin. Anyway, and I remember going to see him down in Branson, and just a fantastic show. And it was like, this is just incredible. Right?
Yeah. You get Andy Williams. You get the tree. You get some eggnog or cocoa or whatever your holiday drink of choice is, and you got the sweater on and
the sweater. Yeah.
Fireplace if you've got one. The stockings. Why do they hang stockings by the fireplace though? That's flammable.
Well, they used to do it to dry the stockings.
So
back in my day.
So they did it to dry the stockings, but then they started putting presents in there. That's just a little.
Well, yeah. Well, you've seen The Year Without a Santa Claus, isn't that the one? No, it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Meister Burger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
So I guess go again, Mark, since we both tag teamed on that one.
Okay. All right. So my next one is, and my dad loved this guy. I mean, I used to, for Christmas presents, I would buy him this guy's albums when they, came out in vinyl.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. And I used to enjoy listening to him on the Victrola. No, I don't know. Dean Martin, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas.
Okay, now I've got that song on mine, but not by Dean. Do we want to tag team that one as well? Because you got to know who mine's from. If
we can do that.
Yeah, mine's Bing. So I mean.
Oh, Bing. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's so many people have done it.
Mm-hmm. We could have put Frank on there.
You could have put Frank. You could have put Harry Connick Jr. You could have put
Michael Bublé. I think has a version of it.
Yeah, and I think maybe even Blake Shelton if you go to the countryside, and it's just a well-known, great song, reminds you of the holidays, and I'm just, so that's where we're at there. So go ahead with your next one.
Yeah, so with my next one, this one goes back to my childhood, and I don't know if it'd be on most people's list, but it is on mine. My mom used to always drive us everywhere growing up. She got car sick, so, like me, I get car sick too. I get it from her. So she would want to drive everywhere, and, of course, she's driving. She controls the radio. She liked to listen to the oldie station.
Right.
And so, of course, without fail, every year, we would hear Feliz Navidad. And so we'd hear that on the way to the family Christmas party. And so, to me, hearing Feliz Navidad means, okay, we're on our way.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas is here. And I used to, if you think about it, though, it really is just repeating the same, it's Feliz Navidad. He says that like 4 times. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Yep.
And it's the same exact sequence over and over again.
It's a great song, though. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, country artists have done it. I can't remember who originally did it.
Jose Feliciano.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it does. It puts you in the holiday spirit. Yes. And I can see you have the memory attached to it too. So, really, really good.
So your next, are we?
Yeah, my next one. So we're at number 4, I think.
We're at number 5, sir.
No, I haven't done this one yet.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's just go where we're at. Okay. So my next one is, and you mentioned, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Old Francis Albert, Old Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jingle Bells by him. Where he spells out, the whole thing. And I think Michael Bublé redid it. And I that's another one of those ones that just puts me in the holiday spirit. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Once again, that they do, but that is one that made the top 5 for me.
Okay. And so for me, the next one is Mary Did You Know from Kenny Rogers and Wynonna Judd. And that specific one, I know Kenny did it on his own. Wynonna may have done it on her own. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the combination of them, I just, I'd heard it for years and never really paid much attention to it. And then just for some reason, one day I'm, watching TV. I think I was with the girl I was dating at the time. This is 25 years ago, easily.
Sure.
And it came on. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, that's Christmas. It just, I don't know what about it, but I just, right then and there, I was like, okay, that's probably my second favorite Christmas song after Wizards of Winter.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good song.
That's very much
a real good song. I think, trying to think who actually wrote that song. And I think he's like a comedian.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Christian comedian.
Well, yeah, I would imagine, yeah.
And I can't think of his name right offhand. Anyway, great song.
Mm-hmm.
Great song.
So that was my 5th one. I don't know how I got ahead of you.
I don't know either. Did you skip one? Because
we both had The Most Wonderful Time of the Year from Andy Williams, so we double-teamed that one.
Yeah.
We
had
It's
Beginning to Look a Lot
Like Christmas, and I had done Trans-Siberian before that, and then Feliz Navidad.
Okay. Well,
so I somehow got ahead of you.
I guess so. Well, here's the next one then. Oh, because you had me go again.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So, so the last one I have on here is Perry Como.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those ones that used to have the holiday specials on all the time. And a lot of times, he was like in New England, and he was in Ireland, and he was here, and he was there. And just great programming. But there's no place like home for the holidays.
There you go.
Yeah, that's such a classic. So
yeah.
I really enjoy that song.
And Perry Como, he's got pretty much the Christmas voice, I think.
He does. So now we're going to move into the low 5.
This is not going to be as comforting as that first
But
section.
we want to give a warning about Christmas music right now, too.
Yes.
So, go ahead, Shawn.
The Brenda Lee, she's got that song "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree," right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it came out in the '60s, I think.
Right.
And,
dirty song.
It's a very dirty song. If you've listened to it, you've probably never caught this before. But she's talking about rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop, everyone dancing merrily.
Every couple tries to stop.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas.
Let the Christmas spirit ring.
But then, she tries to sneak this in there, but I guess she did. Later we'll have some effing pie.
Effing pie.
You'd think the censors.
But she says it.
She says it. Yeah, we're not going to repeat that filthy word.
Oh no, and we're not going to. Yeah, you'll have to go on to YouTube.
Or find Brenda Lee's official channel.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Later we'll have some effing pie. You'll hear it clear as day.
Yep. And other people have redone it, and they've actually changed it to pumpkin pie.
Well, of course they
Brenda Lee.
They have morals.
Yeah. She made it bad all the way through that.
She was so edgy for her time, I guess.
And I think she only says it once in there.
She only says it once, but that's all she knew she could get away with.
Right. I was listening to they had a Disney sing-along on Christmas sing-along, and somebody did that song, and I was waiting, and she didn't do the Brenda Lee.
Oh, there you go.
So that's good. So we're moving into the low 5. Since we've reached a new low.
We have reached, the show has reached a new low.
That's right. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I'm going to start with my very least favorite Christmas song of all time.
Okay.
Just horrible to my eardrums. So I used to work in retail.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've mentioned that before. And, of course, in retail, Christmas starts early. Back then it started after Halloween. Now I think it starts after the 4th of July. Anyway... So they play the Christmas songs to there, and they, if they had played a variety of Christmas songs, it would have been great.
Sure.
But in a 4-hour shift, I was, 16 years old, so I was working half-time. 4-hour shift, I swear I heard this song 3-4 times throughout the shift.
Okay.
Barbra Streisand's Jingle Bells. And it's not the fact that she's singing Jingle Bells.
That's the one where it goes, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle. Yeah.
Hey, oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Yeah.
Says it just like that. And it just...
I can see that. I can see where that one would...
I cannot hear that song anymore. And I just sang it, and now I got to go wash my mouth out.
Oh. Somehow I got you to sing that. That was funny.
You knew that would happen.
I know. Okay, here's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I know people are going to yell at me and all that. Mariah Carey, she's made millions of dollars in royalties on this song.
Yeah.
But, every year we wake up this tired classic and we slap a bow on it and put it on top of the Christmas tree when it really belongs in a dusty, forgotten box in the corner in the attic. It's so overplayed. It's an unescapable tune. And it's every year. I mean, Christmas parties on the radio. If you're in a cab, somebody might have the radio on playing Christmas songs, and I can't do it anymore.
And she's done it with Bieber now. She's redone it with Bieber.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, when I was researching, I almost put that song on my list, but I knew you would have it, so I didn't put it on mine. But I found that she has redone it with Bieber.
Yeah, and a lot of people like it. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
I don't either. The only reason it's not on my list is because I knew you would have it on yours. So my next one is, I wouldn't say this is number 2 on my least favorites, but this is number 2 on my list today. The Tractors, Santa Claus is Coming. Now, I don't know how many people that are listening to this will know who the Tractors are. If you've ever heard the song Boogie Woogie Choo Choo Train, it's a country song, but it's kind of a danceable country song. It came out in the 90s, Boogie Woogie Choo Choo Train.
Right.
Sounds pretty much like that.
You actually did that really well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So they basically redid that song and just made Santa Claus lyrics, and now it's Santa Claus is Coming in a Boogie Woogie Choo Choo Train. So it's not...
They had a whole Christmas album, didn't they?
They did, but then they did that. So the reason I don't like it is the laziness of it. You couldn't just come up with a brand new song. I know it was probably supposed to be funny. Hey, this is our song, but, come up with something new.
True. I think that I have to agree with you on that one. That one is pretty bad. I mean, it didn't make my low 5, but
No,
it's down there.
And again, I know it was probably supposed to be, hey, this is
It
gonna be
was
funny.
cool when it came out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I probably
novelty.
Yeah, and the novelty wore off very quickly for me.
Yeah, I just wish the Mariah Carey novelty would have run.
God, yeah.
Let's see. My next one is "Last Christmas" from Wham, and my family goes, "How can you not like that song?" Well, I'll explain. Okay, let's take a look at this song. Right?
Okay.
Last Christmas, I
gave
gave you my heart.
The very next
Next
day,
day, you gave it away.
this year, to keep me from tears.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
give it to someone special. Now, isn't that what he did this year? And so and it maybe overplayed a lot
Right.
too. But I just that one's
Now, and that
Definitely
did
there.
you know that song spawned a movie that came out? I think it was last year.
really, I did not know that.
Yeah. So I'm not very well versed in Game of Thrones, but the lady that ran all the dragons, she was the dragon
yeah,
master.
uh-huh.
She played a. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but she played a girl that had some health problems, and she'd been a party girl and had some health problems, and she was an aspiring singer, and so she basically, because of the health issues, she's working as an elf in a holiday store that's holiday year round. This is over in England. And so she ends up meeting this guy. Of course, it's a holiday flick, so of course she's going to meet a guy.
Sure.
And she ends up, I guess I can spoil it. It's not too big of a. It ends up her health condition. She'd had to have a heart transplant.
Okay.
Ends up the guy's a ghost. She got his heart,
Oh wow.
and so, she ends up, throughout all this, she ends up becoming a better person. Going to a soup kitchen, working with the homeless, helps them put on a play, sing. But it was based on, it was called Last Christmas, and that's the song she uses to try and get the parts in the Christmas play she's trying out for.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
and there might have been some other Michael, I just blanked on George Michael's references throughout, but yeah, it was basically based on that one song.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So spoiled. I'm sorry if anybody was going to go see Last Christmas. It was out last Christmas.
Last
so.
Christmas. Well,
All
that
right.
changes everything, Shawn. Now that you've brought that up and you've spelled it out like that, no, I still don't like the song.
Yeah. All right. So my number 3 is Christina Aguilera's "Oh Holy Night," and it's not the song, and I don't actually mind Christina Aguilera most times, but if you heard her say this, I mean, it's like Katharine Hepburn is singing it.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I don't know how bad Katharine Hepburn's voice really was, but Dana Carvey used to do a bit, and that's what I get that from. He used to do a bit where where she sounds like that. So Christina Aguilera, when she's singing this, it's all warbly and
Wow.
yeah, that hurt. I'm not doing that anymore.
Man.
But
I'm
yeah,
not going to ask you to do it again either.
that just looked painful. So yeah, so she it's just so warbly. Just sing the song.
Oh,
it's a classic. When you're doing your own songs, warble all you want, but
right.
you're doing a Christmas song. I know you want to put your own touch on it.
And sometimes I'm okay with that. But, talking about that, the John Lennon song, "The War Is Over."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maroon 5 redid it, and I just don't care for it. It didn't make the bottom 5, but it's just not that same song. And not that that one's the greatest song in the
Right.
world,
No, but
but still.
it's Maroon 5 though, so I mean it's gonna suck.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, some people like Maroon 5. So.
Man, I'm mean to Adam Lambert too.
Yeah. Oh, you are? Yeah.
I've been mean to Hootie
and
Blues Traveler. Now Adam Lambert.
I know.
Not
Yeah.
Adam Lambert. What is his name?
I've been mean to
Is it
Mariah
Adam-
Carey.
Is it Adam Lambert, the lead singer of Maroon 5?
No.
Yeah, Adam Lambert's the guy from.
No, that's the guy that's doing Queen. I mean.
Yeah, him. He's all
No,
right.
it's,
So I'm
Levine?
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine.
So Adam Lambert, I'm not mean to you. Adam Levine, I am mean to you. So let's get that clear.
Okay. All right.
All right, Mark, who's your
Moving
next one?
Adam Lambert over to the nice list. Adam Levine goes on the naughty list. Okay, gotcha. Now that we've solved that problem.
Right.
So, my next one,
Mm-hmm.
you won't recognize the name probably of the artist,
Mm-hmm.
but it's Gayla Peavy.
Okay.
You don't know the song, do you?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Oh, nothing else was going to do.
Yeah. I mean, who wants a hippopotamus for Christmas?
I mean, did she just want the game Hungry Hippos?
I don't know. It sounded like she wanted a hippopotamus. Wouldn't there be some better animals that you could choose?
Well, yeah. I mean,
like a polar bear.
I mean, yeah, hippopotamus are mean.
Yeah, I know they are.
They're
I know that polar bears are too, but still.
hippopotamus are known to just drown people because.
That's right.
Polar bear's only going to
You
eat
could-
you if he's hungry or you're endangering him. A hippo's just going to be like, you die.
Yeah, exactly. So I just don't like that. I mean, maybe polar bear doesn't rhyme in there, and you can't do it. Hippopotamus, but you could have done rhinoceros, and I would have been a little more like.
Ooh, that's got a horn. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
All right. So my next one, and it almost pains me to have to put this man on any low 5 list, but for this song, I got to do it.
Okay.
It's Paul McCartney, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Man, how can you go after Sir Paul McCartney like that?
It pains me into my soul, but yeah, that's not a good song.
It really isn't. I mean, he is a musical genius.
He is not
Him
in this
and
song.
John Lennon writing songs together
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that, and
maybe
even
he
him
should
afterwards.
And maybe he should have had John help him on this one because
Because here you go. I mean, you stop and think about listen to this classic.
Mhm.
Ready? Someone's knocking on the door.
mm-hmm,
Someone's ringing the bell.
yeah,
Someone's knocking on the door.
Mhm.
Do me a favor and let them in. Musical genius.
right,
there.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But no, just the music is trippy. It's not really Christmassy.
Mm.
The lyrics are just almost lazy. They're almost lazy lyrics.
I guess you're right there. I mean, that one is one of those ones I've heard over and over
Mhm.
and over again.
Oh, and they play it because it's Paul McCartney.
That's
I mean,
right. That's true.
Paul McCartney could read War and Peace, and people would be like, "I'm buying it."
Yeah. No
So-
kidding. Yeah. Yeah. So.
But yeah, just I think that was a holiday cash grab. I think that's all that one was. He knew
Probably.
people would buy it because he wrote it and sang it.
Mhm.
So,
Maybe
he
he thought
just-
it was actually good. I don't know.
God, I hope not. This is the man that helped write Eleanor Rigby. I mean, come on.
True. Boy. My next one is here's what people are going to get mad
Mhm.
again. Okay, but Bruce Springsteen, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to
It
town.
sounds like he recorded it on the toilet.
It does, and then he was having troubles on that
Yes,
toilet.
he was.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
I can't do it.
He's
It's not.
making a
It's not
list.
Christmassy.
Checking it twice. Oh, this is gonna get us kicked off Spotify.
Yeah, maybe if they would have added some farting sounds in there, it would have been humorous, and I would have liked it. I
Oh
don't know.
my goodness. Yeah, he's just struggling. I mean, Bruce has that kind of rough voice anyway, but in that song, it just really
Oh yeah,
really sounds like he had too much cheese.
yeah, definitely so.
All right, my last one. And as a kid, I would be mad at my present self, but now, if I hear this song, I'm just like, oh my God, turn it off, please turn it off. The Chipmunks, Christmas, Don't Be Late.
Christmas,
Christmas time is here. I still want a hula hoop.
I don't like that song.
You don't like that song? You don't like the Chipmunks?
I used to as a kid.
Yeah.
I used to like the Chipmunks as a kid. I watched their cartoon in the 80s.
You know, Casey Musgrave has redone that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I mean it's
As
it's
long
not
as
the Chipmunks. It's
Yeah.
actually like which is it's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree, it does get annoying after a while.
Yeah, it would be a good song if it didn't sound like the Chipmunks.
yeah, yeah.
That,
And at
I
the
think,
time, it was a novelty song once again.
Oh, and they were a novelty group. I mean,
yeah, and I think I can see why it was popular, but yeah, I agree. I
now,
mean, That's something that's overplayed as well.
I know there was a cartoon of them in the 80s. Was there a cartoon before that? I know that there was albums before that.
There was albums.
Was there a cartoon before the 80s though?
I don't think there was.
Okay. I mean, there might have been like promotional cartoons, I think.
Yeah,
'cause I've seen crude drawings of Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, and was it David? Dave?
Yeah. Dave Seville, yeah.
Dave Seville, yeah. I've seen crude drawings of them. It might all be from the video for Christmas Don't Be Late. It might all just be from that.
Well, I mean, and they did a lot of albums where they spoofed country, Urban Chipmunk, and all that stuff. And what's amazing about that song, I guess, is that one guy recorded that.
Yeah, he did all the.
Well, I guess that was Dave.
Yeah, Dave Seville. He just resampled his voice 3 different times.
Yep, and speeded it up and. Yeah, I mean that's. I can see where that would be annoying though.
But I'm just wondering, did he have to sing Christmas time is, and then speed that up?
I guess so, because he couldn't have sung it just like it is.
Because you got to keep the same voice throughout, so you got to know how fast you have to sing.
Yeah, no kidding.
3 different times.
I mean, amazing concept how he did it.
Amazing concept, but annoying result. Sorry, Dave.
Oh, boy. The other ones is a group I really like, and but they made my bottom list, and it's the Beach Boys, Little Saint Nick.
Little Saint Nick.
And I think, was it Lady A or Little Big Town? They've redone that song too.
I would think Little Big Town over Lady A.
Yeah, I think so. And but I don't know. I think this one is going back to the retail thing and hearing this over and over again. I had the album. They had a whole Christmas album.
Right.
And this song just, I don't know. I mean, it's just not a song for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. All right, so that's our high 5, low 5. If you want to contest either Mark's top 5, his low 5, my top 5, my low 5, we'll go ahead and post that on the Facebook.
Yeah, do we have, I think there was some alternate things.
Oh, there were some alternates we were going to talk about,
we were going to talk about Justin Bieber and Mistletoe.
Yeah, Justin Bieber should just not sing.
Right.
We'll just put that right there.
Right.
Yeah, there was that. There was, there's other Christmas songs I can't think of right now.
I can't either.
We had them before the show started. I swear we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of them. There's just some
the
Christmas
barking
songs.
dogs.
The barking dogs, yeah. Oh no, wait, that's what's going on out there.
Oh yeah, okay. It just made me remember that.
Yeah, no, but yeah, there's the barking dogs. Again, novelty.
Yeah.
I don't think they played that in my retail store, thankfully.
Yeah, and then.
I know what I was gonna say. So when I was little, I don't know if I was little, but when I was a kid, I actually did not like John Lennon's "Christmas Time War Is Over."
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't like it because back then I didn't like protest songs, and it is a protest song.
It is a protest song.
But when I didn't like preachy songs, I guess is the better way to say it.
Okay.
And it's a protest song, and I don't know that it's preachy, but when I first heard it, all I heard was the first 2 lyrics. So this is Christmas, and what have you done? I'm like, buddy, you don't need to know what I've done. Yeah. So
you're wanting too much information.
You're trying to make me feel guilty, and you don't even know me.
Oh,
now, since then, I've listened to the whole song, and I actually like, okay, I get it. It's still a protest song, but I don't mind them now.
Yeah.
As a kid, teenager, I just wanted something that sounded good and was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not it.
That wasn't
it. Yeah. There's that. And then there was that Band-Aid song. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's not, it's something like that. It's not.
Yeah.
Is it Christmas? I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it really Christmas? I think is what it's called.
It was for relief.
Yeah, it was basically it was for towards the Ethiopian famine.
Right.
So it was going to help them. So it was for a good cause. So I didn't feel right putting that on my list.
Right.
Because it was good intentions behind it.
And I think back then it was a good song.
Now it's not.
Now it's it's like okay, it's kind of dated. It's kind of so yeah, not very Christmassy either.
No, but I mean it was meant to produce a message. So.
Oh sure. All right, well, I guess that wraps up High 5, Low 5. And like Shawn was saying, if you have, tell us what your top 5 songs are for Christmas and your
worst
least
5
favorite songs for Christmas. And we'll be back with our new segment, Liar, Liar. liar, liar. Pants on
Fire! Did we really get Al to record that?
Sure. Yeah. I'll let you believe that because we have the budget for that. Yes.
Yeah, well, we did before.
Maybe Al's out of work and
We had the budget before Turkeygate, so.
Yeah, no kidding. So this is a new segment called Liar Liar, and it's kind of like, we're just going to see if. So I'll ask Shawn something. I'll tell Shawn something, and then he'll have to decide whether it's true or not, or if I'm lying.
Okay, so if I
get and then my chair catches on fire, and
then that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
No. So what
I think it would be so much better if that happened in life.
I mean, that's
if
your
you were
chair.
lying,
And
you
your
were lying and your pants caught on fire.
I mean,
that would stop a lot of that.
That's the human lie detector. Guys in court. Not only do your pants burn off, but now you're charged with perjury.
That's right. Exactly.
So if I get it right, what do I win? Nothing.
My admiration for you.
And if I lose,
well, then nothing changes.
oh,
But you're going to be doing that to me too.
I walked right into that one. Yeah, and so he'll ask me the questions. I'll ask him the questions, and you just got to decide if it is. So you're giving me 3 of them, and I have to decide which one's a lie, or you're just going to give me one?
No, I'll just give you one, and then you
Okay.
can tell me, and then you can ask me one, and we'll just go back and forth like that for a little
Gotcha.
bit. And, either this, you can let us know if you don't like this segment, or if you really like it, or how we can expand on it.
All right.
That's what we're looking for. We're looking to bring in new segments as we move into the new year, and we've got some really good ones that are coming up, but we,
Right, exactly.
But if you like it, it was my idea. If not,
It was his idea.
it was the turkey guy's idea. Okay, here, Shawn. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. You know that.
Yeah, it's over in Italy.
Italy, and it
built-
leans.
Yeah.
I guess it
It's
didn't
a-
originally lean, but
it's a
it somehow
tower.
it did. Yeah. It was actually designed as a bell tower.
Okay, so I have to decide if that's the truth or a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and say that's, judging by its shape, it does have that little thing at the top that could be for a bell. So I'm going to say truth.
Oh, you would be correct.
All right.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think here. When you were growing up, didn't you think they always said the Leaning Tower of Pizza?
Yeah, I thought you'd go there, you could get a slice.
Yeah, because it was Italy.
Perfect. Italy, go in there, I want a pepperoni.
That's it, yeah.
All right, so my turn. So Kuala Lumpur is nicknamed the Big Durian for a spiky, foul-smelling fruit. So Kuala Lumpur, the country, is nicknamed the Big Durian for a spiky, foul-smelling fruit.
I'm going to say you're a liar.
You would be wrong. That's actually a fact.
Oh, wow. Amazing. I wouldn't have known that.
I know a durian is I couldn't remember if it's foul-smelling fruit, but I remember that it was spiky.
Well, okay. Next one. Frederick Bear designed the Pringles can. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And his ashes were stored in one.
Oh, God, I want that to be true. I so bad want that to be true. I'm going to say I don't think that it is, though. But I want it to be true.
Yeah,
I want to be wrong.
It is true.
Sweet. What flavor did they put them in?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Barbecued, I guess.
Barbecue. Yeah.
God, I'm going to hell.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that, that's kind of weird, though, isn't it? Let's store him in the Pringles can that he invented. Yeah, here you go.
There's Uncle.
Yeah.
All right. So my turn. The first registered internet domain name used in obscenity.
One more time.
The first registered internet domain name used in obscenity.
Man, I'm trying to think the first one. I'm going to say that's not true.
It is not true.
Oh, good. Okay.
But that's another one where I wanted it to be true.
Wow. A 2008 study by the University of Illinois found that CPR works best when you do it to the beat of Staying Alive.
Say that one more time.
So, a 2008 study by the University of Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
okay, just right across the river here,
Yeah.
yeah, found that CPR works best when you do it to the beat of Staying Alive.
Okay, so the reason I asked you to repeat that was I was trying to figure out if because half of that is definitely true. I'm just trying to figure out if the school,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because the second part, I've had CPR training for 18 years now, and yeah, that's truth. So I'm gonna guess that you're not gonna try and make that like a two-parter where it's a trick question. So I'm gonna say true.
It is true. It
Yeah.
is true, yes. Yeah, Staying Alive, yeah. Once I was alone, and I was petrified. Oh, wait, no, that's not.
That's The Office.
Yeah.
God, just remind me of that Office episode. It's so great.
Yeah, the CPR episode.
He takes the face off the mannequin. And puts it.
Spoiler alert. No. I didn't think it'd be that realistic, but it turns out it is.
All right. So you know what a calzone is, right, Mark?
I do know what a calzone
You know what calzone is. So am I lying or is this the truth? The calzone was actually invented in a Chinese restaurant in Toronto.
Wow. Because
Calzone,
we always
an
think
Italian
of, we always
treat?
think of an Italian thing, but I mean, I know there's other things. Because I think like chop suey is not really from China or over in the over in that part of the world. I think that's an American made dish. I'm gonna say that's true.
That is true.
Wow, that's amazing.
I wouldn't have thought that.
See, you learn something every day.
Now, I'm wondering, did it not taste like the calzones that we think of now? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Because the ones we think of now, they're, the big chains put them out most of the time. So I'm wondering if that's just something that at first it didn't taste exactly like how we picture it. But it was called a calzone, I'm sure.
I'm sure it was. Yeah. So I mean, it's just like a pizza sandwich. I mean, it's
exactly
a
what
folded
it
up
is.
sandwich pizza.
It's a those fruit pies you can buy in the store. It's a pizza version, a large pizza version of those.
Yeah, and I had a real good one. It's called the Mellow Mushroom.
Oh yeah. I've
They've
heard
got a
of them.
real good calzone there. There's somebody named John Rambo
All right.
on the Vietnam Veteran Memorial Wall.
Oh man, I want that one to be true too. I'm gonna say true.
It is true. Yes, that is true.
Wow, I wonder if they did that specifically, like if the movie specifically chose that name because of that. I wonder if they just.
I wonder. That's a good question.
Because he's
for that.
from he had the problems over in Nam. That's what made him the way he was.
Right.
So I'm wondering, did they just point in a name or did they go there and they find a name that sounded good for an action hero?
Yeah.
That kind of.
I mean, that is a great name for an action hero, Rambo.
Oh yeah. All right, so now it's my turn, and Mark, is this true or am I lying? When Al Capone pulled a gun on Louis Armstrong, the jazz star pulled a knife on Capone. The two then became lifelong friends.
Okay, I'm trying to think if Louis Armstrong, how old he was, because I mean he was still around in the 60s and 70s.
Al Capone was around in the 20s and 30s.
Right. So he would have to have been very young.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, man. I'm going to call you a liar on that one.
It is a liar, but I so bad wanted that one to be true.
That's a great story, though. I wonder if that's based
Don't
off of
pull a
somebody.
knife on me. Don't pull a gun on me. I'll cut you. I'm going to cut you good.
That's right.
What a wonderful world.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Napoleon, you know who he is, right?
Bonaparte. Yes.
Yes, from France.
Yes, he is from France.
Yes. Bonjour. Napoleon's diet consisted almost entirely of rutabagas and orange juice.
Oh, it was like the
That's
1600s?
that's got to be the worst smoothie. And we'll call it the Napoleon.
The Napoleon. It's a small shot. Sorry. So rutabagas and orange juice, huh?
Rutabagas and orange juice.
It was like he was around the 1600s, right? So they
I
didn't
think
have.
so, yeah.
So food supplies were limited. He was on a battlefield, so I don't know how much access he had to anything that wasn't just growing. Are there orange fields over in Europe?
I don't know.
I mean,
It would have to be in the southern part of.
Oh yeah. It's not going to
country.
be up there in England.
But France is in the southern part of the country.
Yeah, true. What the heck? I'll say true.
No, it's a lie.
Damn. I don't know if I'm ahead or not, but
I don't know.
all right. So for this one, Mark, before appearing in in the Transporter movie, didn't think he was in Trainspotting. That would be
Transporter. Yeah.
Before appearing in the Transporter movie, Jason Statham was on the British Olympic diving team.
Oh wow.
Yay or nay?
Yeah, I like that movie too. That's a great movie. I'm gonna say nay.
That is true.
Wow. So he was
The man can cannonball.
American Cannonball, belly flop. That's why he's so tough. He's got those rock hard abs, right?
Oh, goodness. I guess, does he do his own stunts when he does the dives off bridges in the movies? I guess so, probably.
I guess so.
All right.
I'm trying to come up with a good one for you.
Okay.
Okay. James Brown's wife once tried to claim diplomatic immunity because her husband had been called America's #1 ambassador.
Oh, that's another one I
Let's
want
talk
to
about
be
some
true.
music.
Let's talk about some immunity.
Yeah. It's been revoked.
No, it's not. God, I hope people have seen that video.
I hope
So, God, I want that to be true so bad. I want it so bad. I'm gonna say true.
It is true.
Oh,
it is true.
That's so awesome.
#1 ambassador, America's #1 ambassador.
All right. Wasn't gonna do this one, but it's just too good not to. Vladimir Putin recorded an album of Ukrainian love ballads.
Vladimir Putin. Oh my goodness. I want that one to be true.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to say it's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie, but God, I had to read that one.
Oh
Could
boy.
you imagine that?
That's funny. Shakespeare, William Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
Great writer, right?
Right, yeah.
Or some people say that he didn't write all those plays and other people did. But anyway, Shakespeare's play celebrating the American Revolution was burned by censors and is still lost.
Okay. It sounds like something that could be true, but I'm going to go false.
Yeah, it is false because Shakespeare wasn't alive during the American Revolution.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, you just had to put 2 and 2 together.
I wasn't thinking about him being alive.
And then you would have gotten 5.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about him being alive. I was just thinking about him burning his stuff. That's all I was thinking about. Okay, so you're going to go with Shakespeare. I'm going to go to Picasso.
Okay.
Picasso was once questioned by the police who thought he might have stolen the Mona Lisa.
Picasso. Doesn't seem like his type of artwork, does it?
No,
The Mona
no.
Lisa. Man, they thought he stole it. I would think the security around the Mona Lisa would be just incredible.
Well, especially around that time.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm going to say true.
That is true.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, he tried to steal it. It's not like they found it, he had it in his pocket or something, right?
That's a big pocket.
Yeah. Well, he didn't take the frame. He just cut it out.
All right, we want to go one more each?
Let's go one more each.
Okay.
So here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Airports serving Oklahoma City and Chicago, so you know both of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are named for people who died in plane crashes.
Let's go true.
It is true. Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Okay, and the last one for me is the electric chair was invented by a dentist.
Now, let's see. I know the Lamat pistol was invented by a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
A dentist. Was it Herbie from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh, that took a
I'd
dark
buy the
turn.
head elf creating it, but I don't know.
That took a dark turn.
It did.
Hey, I saved Christmas. Now die.
Let's see. I'm gonna say that is true.
That is false.
Oh,
But wouldn't that be awesome?
that would be.
What could be worse than somebody letting me drill into their head?
That's right. Let me take these pliers to your teeth.
What can be worse? I can fry you like bacon.
Wow. It almost sounds like that would have been true, though. I mean,
Yeah.
almost.
Well, like he's sitting in the chair. I got him here. I got him strapped down.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I we'll let you guys decide. Do we keep Liar Liar going, or do we refine it? Tell us how we can do that, and you can do that on Twitter or on Facebook at Randomositypod on both of them. I know we always say Facebook Randomosity with Shawn and Mark because you can get to it either way there, but everything that we have is Randomositypod now. So.
All right, so that's going to do it for this week. Next week, we've got a big show planned.
We do.
It's our Christmas special.
It is our Christmas special, which is it's going to be tremendous. We're going to have guest stars, at least one.
We're going to have at least one guest star, right?
At least one guest star.
And it's just going to be like a callback to those, like Mark was saying earlier, to those Christmas specials of years past.
Right, like the old, Perry Como and Andy Williams and Bing Crosby and all that. Shawn and I have got some special stuff planned out for it as well, just to add to your amusement for the holiday season. and as always, we want you to make sure you send us reviews, send us ratings, tell us how we're doing. We'd like to know. We want to know these kind of things. We want to make this show for you, and also go on there and let us know what you think we should call the Randomosity community. We came up with some ideas. We've thrown them out there to you, and now we're going to leave it up to you to name yourselves.
Yeah, name yourselves. But don't be too bad out there.
No.
No curse words, no slurs, no anything like that.
Right. Something that goes along with randomosity.
Right, exactly.
So we have our tree up, and we started calling it the Randomosity. And it has, I picked the most random ornaments for it.
He really did, folks.
Yeah, there is nothing that matches on the tree, except for the lights.
Just like his wardrobe.
Yes, just like
and
my
mine.
wardrobe. Yeah. Well, no, our wardrobes match actually.
Yeah, well, they do match right now. Thanks again, Sarah DeKemper Johnson.
That's right. They are great, and we'll make sure and post a picture on our Facebook and Twitter and all those other sites that we have as well. So don't forget to come back next week, and we got a great show planned for you.
And until next week, have a great week.
Later.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate you being with us idiots here. Tell your friends and family about the podcast, and to see what other nonsense we're up to, check us out on Facebook at Randomosity with Shawn and Mark. And remember, we're idiots. What do we know?